have been sitting on the love seat literally the entire day, and it is 5:45 p.m. and the video has been sent to render and is downloading. So I can upload it to YouTube shortly, but needless to say, it took hours to do the editing. It's always difficult when I have input from multiple sources, and yesterday I had the GoPro, the dash cam, the 70D, and the vlogging camera, and a couple pictures from my phone. So that was a lot, and then it takes a long time to move those files so that I can actually do something with them. So I'm sorry it's so late, but it should be a great video, and it's done now. I'm just feeling exhausted today. I just can't wait for tomorrow morning when I have to get up at 4:30 instead of 5:30 because of the time change. I'm so anxious and pleased and happy about that. Not.
So today on my run, I was listening to Ride the Lightning, and he covered several things. And one of them is some of the little dust up caused by the fact that autopilot, enhanced autopilot, full self-driving, the cost reduction, what's it cost, prior owners, people who didn't buy it but now they can buy it for less money and things like that. So to net it all out, we on Ruby, when we bought Ruby during the ordering process, we ordered enhanced autopilot. I believe we paid $5,000 for that, with the option of buying it if we would have waited for $6,000. And at that time, full self-driving, I believe, was $3,000. And if we waited to after delivery, it was going to be $4,000. Well, we chose to wait. So a year goes by. Actually, it's closer to like 16 months. Last October, we decided, after some of the things about the new version 3 hardware, and that came out, Marianne and I decided to go on and buy full self-driving for Ruby for $4,000, so that's what we did. Oh, also we had bought full self-driving for Sapphire. Not that that really applies. But to speed up now, had we waited till today to buy full self-driving, instead of buying it back in October, if we would have waited till today, it would have only cost us $2,000. Well, that sounds like we paid $2,000 too much. And you could look at it that way, but we are not really quite, we're not upset about it because we haven't gotten any benefit from full self-driving. We've gotten enhanced autopilot, use it all the time. You know, the fact we paid $5,000 for it, water under the bridge, we've gotten a lot of use of it. I mean, we've got almost 50,000 miles on Ruby, and I would say 30,000 of those miles have been under autopilot, traffic-aware cruise control. So we've gotten a good value from it, so I'm not upset. And I'm not really upset about the $2,000 versus the $4,000 that we actually paid because of this little fact. They said, oh, people who have already bought full self-driving, they're going to be part of the early access program. Now everybody thinks, well, that doesn't sound very good. That's, Well, I got a little different opinion of it. I think the early access program means we're going to get version 3 hardware sooner. In other words, people who choose to buy full self-driving today for $2,000 are not going to be part of the early access program. So if we had not have bought it for Ruby, we would have bought it for $2,000 today, and we wouldn't be part of the full self-driving early access program. So we may not get the version 3 hardware till next year, maybe the end of next year. But now that we're part of the early access program, because we paid more for it effectively, it's very possible we may get access to the version 3 hardware, be one of the earlier ones, which of course Marianne would be very happy about because she loves to blog and new stuff. So, you know, from our point of view, now I don't know if that's true, that's my personal opinion, but I don't know, I would definitely say being part of the early access program for full self-driving and not getting the hardware, that ain't much of a, you know, that's sort of a dud. But you pretty much have to have the hardware to do full self-driving. And another thing I'd like to point out, the reason I think the $2,000 is better, I think if you buy today a car, full self-driving and autopilot is $5,000. $3,000 for the autopilot and $2,000 for the full self-driving, or maybe it's the other way around. Anyway, it's $5,000, which is significantly less than the $8,000 or $9,000 or maybe even $11,000 in the past. I think the reason Tesla cut the price is Elon is actually delivering on a promise he made at least 2 years ago. I think it was when 2.0 came out. He thanked S and X drivers for buying autopilot, paying the premium price for it, so that Model 3, when it comes, it'll be less expensive. Well, we paid this full price, same as an S and X when we bought Model 3, our Model 3, and I had said at the time, I thought that was too much. I thought that S and X people were supposed to be paying more. I didn't think that Model 3 people should get it for free, but I thought paying the same as S and X people paid, that was too much. Model 3 person paying as much, because in theory, S and X people were supposed to have paid ahead of for it to make this better, or less expensive. So I sort of questioned that. But now today, I think Elon has done what he wanted to do all along, is to make full self-driving for Model 3 people less expensive. And I think for $5,000 for full self-driving is a good price. Also, an interesting thing on Ride the Lightning came up was the fact that one of the callers said they have attempted to buy, or wanted to buy, a certified pre-owned Model 3 from Tesla, and was told by the Tesla people that that was not possible until July, at least July, until the tax credit, next step of the tax credit went down. And the host of the podcast, Ryan, he called around to reconfirm this, and he basically got a confirmation that that is true, that right now Tesla is not selling certified pre-owned Model 3s, and that they expect to be sold later, probably, July looks like a reasonable time frame. The speculation, Tesla didn't say why, but the speculation was possibly leasing is coming up, or the other possibility is with the short range, they want people to buy the short range new car instead of buying a used certified pre-owned Model 3, which has already been built, for approximately the same price. So it would be, Tesla would really want more Model 3s out there. They don't want you necessarily buying a pre-owned Model 3, not right now. And then on the lease, they may actually lease you a pre-owned Model 3. That might be one of the ways that they do the leasing. Doesn't have to be, but one of the big buzzes in the auto industry, if you watch Autoline Detroit, they have talked about it several times, is that car manufacturers are now leasing 2-year-old cars that come off of the first lease or off early. Certain select cars, they're actually releasing the cars a second time out there. So I could see Tesla could possibly choose to do that, to start the leasing program for the Model 3 with the certified pre-owned type vehicle. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm just repeating, but it's possible.
Yeah, well, we had also said that maybe they did need, realistically, a little bit of time to certify them.
Right, and that's right.
And where would that happen? Would that happen where they're spread out all over the country, or would they be shipped back to California to be certified? Yeah, that sounds kind of expensive to me, hauling cars around the country on car haulers. But yeah,
but every car hauler that delivered new Model 3s to the local sales office,
standard battery,
is going to be, can easily load up, doesn't need to go empty back to California or to the distribution center. So, I could see how, I'm just, I don't know the numbers. I mean, I'm sure somebody can figure all this out, and Tesla can take a look at it. Time will tell. That's one thing I like about Tesla. Being a Tesla follower is an exciting thing. It's never a boring moment. And my God, the Model Y is going to launch this week.
And I happen to think that at least with the Model 3, that Tesla is trying to get folks into the 3 at the best available price. So right now with the federal tax rebate, it's not called a rebate, it's credit. Thank you. I didn't want to say it wrong. I knew that was wrong. In half you know, the standard battery, that's a good deal. But when it gets halved again on July the 1st, then springing these available used Teslas into the market helps people continue to get into the 3 at a price similar to what they were getting into the standard pack this month. So I think Tesla tries to help people get into the car while also looking out on the business end for, you know, what's good for Tesla. But I think it's both. I think both things are there. We did get an invite to the Model Y reveal, but it came at 2 a.m. Eastern time. Yeah. And we had track day the next day.
I didn't. We were in bed.
And it's in Dawn's email, not mine, because I don't miss my email. Dawn's emails could sit there for a day or two. Who knows what happened. So by the time I saw it and clicked on it, we got a response that an RSVP tried to RSVP that there are no available spots left for people to go. So they sent out more invites than they had the availability for people to come. And I was a little disappointed, but Dawn has tried to keep me positive about it, because the response also said that we would get invited to a future event, and that those that had waited the longest would get some priority.
That's right.
So it could be the pickup truck.
That's right.
Or something else fun. So I'm, you know, I'm trying to stay positive about it, but I was thinking here for the last 6 months at least that we were going to get to go, because we had the referral to get an invite for a long time, over a year. And, you know, I mostly do the videos because I like it. And Dawn and I love sharing stuff about Tesla with people. You know, the referral program has ended, and here we still are, because that's not really what was driving us. But there was a small part of me that was hoping for the invite. So hopefully an invite in the future that we'll be able to make, and that will also be fun. Yeah. Could be SpaceX too, I guess. Yeah. Like the Crew Dragon. Don's feeling a lot more spiffy than me. He even went for his run this afternoon, and he doesn't usually run on Sundays. Watch out for the runner.
That was a good that he did that.
And, yeah, well, he was actually paying attention and made eye contact with us.
Well, what happened is that guy cut the corner here so bad, I was focusing on not letting that SUV run into me.
Yeah, I understand.
I should actually do that. That would be a worthwhile video, because it's like, yeah.
So, as I was saying, Don's pretty perky. He went for his run, he's had his shower, he's looking forward to some leftover Smithfield, so we needed a couple things from the grocery store. And he volunteered to drive. Yep. I just run in and get what I need, not have to park and walk extra and all that stuff. I'm just really wore out this afternoon. Don's getting his Tesla news, and I've gotten what we need at Harrison. Well, a day certainly makes a lot of difference, because instead of being 49 out there, actually it was closer to 40 yesterday, it's 69 out there, thus Don and I both being in short sleeve shirts, and we're seeing like mosquitoes attacking Ruby's glass windshield, and it's kind of sticky out there. And we've had rain today we weren't supposed to have. They had said Sunday would be clearing, and it hasn't. So yeah, we just missed on the, well, we really needed it to be dry, and it was dry, so that was good. But we could have used warmer yesterday, and we've got it today. Leftover Smithfields for dinner is working for this girl, and we're sitting down with our meal to enjoy Ruby on the track.